Recording?
Yeah. Rolling.
Where do you want us to look? You?
Oh, yeah.
Is that only musicians?
Doesn't that work?
No.
Does that work?
Oh, it's just okay. Interesting.
This is 2 shot. I'm taking it home. There's still a little shot in here.
You're talking to people about their music taste.
So it's like,
I used to be a musician though.
oh, okay.
Yeah. I can only do it in my house now.
What thing?
Yeah. Do you have anything on like YouTube or?
Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
So we're going to go quick fire. So, Brandy or Monica?
Brandy.
Oh my god, stop.
Okay, so I feel like I used to say Brandy, but low-key, I'm kind of leaning
Yeah,
towards
I'm not
Monica.
gonna, Monica's more my scene, but like I love Brandy.
Brandy all day.
As a grown woman, Monica speaks to my soul.
Are we going for songs or for vocals though? Because if we're going for songs, I'd say Monica, but for vocals, Brandy.
Brandy.
Oh, that's crazy to me, bro. I'm Brandy all the way. Songs,
She has great songs.
vocals,
She has great songs,
tones.
but so does Monica.
Yeah.
So Gone is one of my top
Yeah,
5 favorite
agreed.
songs ever.
Agreed.
I love that song.
I just think that Brandy's so much stronger vocally, but Monica has some bangers.
For sure. Me personally, I feel like Brandy, I love her tone.
Yeah.
Like her tone is amazing. Her harmonies are crazy. I like her music. If I were to go on my Spotify right now, I'll probably have more Brandy songs than Monica.
And I'd probably have more Monica because
Really?
I resonate with like what she's saying in her songs, like more than some of Brandy's, but some of Brandy's now that I'm older, I resonate with. You know what I mean?
see what you're saying.
But Brandy, that was childhood.
I do love
she was
Brandy.
Cinderella. Put some respect on her name. Yeah.
Honestly, big facts.
Janae or SZA?
Janae. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I met her once.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah. Janae.
Oh, geez, that's a tough one. For me, it's a tough one. But I'll probably go Janae. Actually, it's not a tough one. Janae all day.
All right. Tyrese or Tank?
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Tyrese.
Any particular reason?
I feel like I'm more I don't know. I feel like I'm more familiar with Tyrese, but I feel like Tank probably wrote a lot of the like songs that I love. So now I don't know.
Because if we don't think about Tyrese as like me crying Tyrese.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna jump and say Tank solely on like
because Tyrese
personality.
is
Yeah,
because Tank is a man.
Yeah,
and his songs.
Yeah.
And his voice.
I'm going Tank.
I'm gonna go Tank too.
I'm going Tank.
But the reason why I'm so quick to say Tank is because Tyrese is embarrassing now.
112 or Jagged Edge?
Ooh.
Jagged Edge. I feel like these questions are gonna get me in trouble.
Jagged Edge.
I'm gonna say 112.
Damn,
I'm gonna say Jagged Edge.
They both slap, but like, 112 for me.
My mum loves Jagged Edge as well, and I feel like that's kind of like a thing that we have in common.
I might have to go 112.
Yeah? I don't blame you.
Yeah,
I love 112.
I might have to go 112.
Confessions or 8701?
Confessions.
Confessions. I don't recognize the other title.
Confessions.
That's tough.
Confessions.
8701.
And I know Confession is probably the more popular one.
I have the CD. It's one of those cover to cover ones, you know. Yeah.
I actually didn't own Confession, so I can't even, like lie and be like, yo, I love Confessions like that. Like, I actually owned that album. Yeah.
Chris Brown or Usher?
Usher. I need people to put respect on Usher's name. No, because maybe she thinks Chris Brown. You think Chris Brown?
I used to love Chris Brown down.
I love Chris Brown down.
And
Okay.
Usher's great. Usher's, don't get me wrong.
It's easy, but not. Oh, no, that's not easy.
It's not easy. Well, it's not easy. It's easy. Usher's definitely my definitive answer. But, you got to respect Chris Brown.
I have to really think about it because I really do. To be fair, this present day, I would have to say Usher. Growing up, I would 100% say Chris Brown.
Yeah, I think the reason why I love Usher is because no matter the generation who you're speaking to, they love Usher.
I'll say Chris Brown. You know why? Because someone once asked me, if you could listen to one artist for an entire year, just their body of work, who would it be? And Chris Brown was the one that came to mind. Because like, if I look at my playlists, it's like that versus, I mean, I love Usher regardless, but.
Sure.
Chris Brown, I think he's amazing talent. I think he's great. And I do think he deserves the accolades that people give him. And I don't think he gets enough credit based solely on the things that has happened to him. But at the same time, he doesn't touch different generations. He doesn't touch different ethnic backgrounds the way that Usher touches them.
Personally, I think I would choose Chris Brown solely off growing up.
I love you.
He touched my soul, and I don't know, he was closer to my age and just more, I related to him a lot more. Yeah, I was obsessed.
Yeah, I was obsessed with Chris Brown too. I had the posters of Chris Brown.
I was doing the most.
Because of Word Up. Remember Word Up, the magazine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have Chris Brown as well. But Usher, for real, like if I'm going to put on one or the other, I'm putting on Usher every time.
What's a song you used to love singing as a kid that you have no business singing?
Oh my God, the thong song.
A lot.
Every song.
I grew up in France, right? So most of the songs that we used to sing, we didn't understand them.
When I was 4, my dad bought me the album. I mean, God bless him. I don't know why I was allowed to sing it. Like, I mean, I guess because we all knew what it was about.
Next, Too Close.
What's the lyrics?
It's, what is it when I feel a poke coming through?
The I Got High song, but I didn't even know what it meant.
The what song?
Because I got high, like the...
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Baby, no, we're crying.
Oh, yeah. I'm so excited. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's called the thong song. I mean, I didn't necessarily know, I guess, how sexual a thong was. I knew I probably wasn't supposed to sing it like, you know, in school or whatever, but I loved it. Like top to bottom, I had the whole album. I went through all the songs. And it was just so fun, like especially seeing the video and the girls on the beach and like just all of the butts. It's just like,
oh my God. Okay, so one that was so bad that even now listening to it, I'm like, hey, I had no business singing this, was Wetter by Twista. Yeah, had no business singing that song.
A song that I probably shouldn't have been singing when I was a kid was like Get You Home by Foxy Brown. But like I love it. It's my favorite song to this day.
If it wasn't from like some gunman tune in the UK, it was about tricking people. Okay, but you're there like, it's just like, no.
What song did you have on your voice?
it wasn't voicemail, but it was ringtone. It was Too Late to Apologize by One Republic. There was a school dance. Oh, this is so embarrassing. There was a school dance. And I danced with this guy that I liked to that song. And I'm a little bit of a hopeless romantic. So that was my ringtone for the years to come.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Mine's got to be probably Tevin Campbell. Yeah, Tevin Campbell, his one-hit wonder. Can We Talk? Yeah.
Jamelia, Superstars.
Definitely anything Boyz II Men, probably.
What, End of the Road?
End of the Road. Any of they're amazing, really. As if I can really hit those notes, but you know, in my head, nail every one of them.
Cheers by Rihanna.
I don't know that karaoke places actually have the song, but if I'm gonna sing out loud or sing a song, recently it's been Tiffany Evans' Promise Ring.
Yeah.
I've been singing that song down.
I
love
that song.
Yeah.
What's the last song you saved to the music?
Ooh, am I allowed to look? Oh, I love this. Okay, wait.
I don't want to say.
Hey, it's free space.
I think it might have been like Michael Jackson. Yeah, You Rock My World. A bunch of Michael classics just added on.
If You Love Me, Brownstone. It's probably the most
If
recent
you
thing.
want me, sing it.
Yeah.
I love that song.
I haven't listened to a female rapper in a long time, and I remember listening to Nicki Minaj's album, the previous one that came out. So I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. So I listened to it, and I hated it.
Oh.
Yes, I didn't like it at all, to be honest. So I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I remember listening to the other album that came out in 2018, and I felt like I liked it more. I went back and listened to it again, and I liked Ganja Burn. Yeah, that's the last song. It's called Ganja Burn.
It might have been something Ashake's done. I don't know. Like, Ashake's my guy right now. So anything he features on or does, yeah.
It's called Ce Soir by Duckworth and Sid.
Because I was watching BET Soul Train Awards. Janelle Monáe did a song, Champagne Shit, Janelle Monáe, with the remix with Quavo.
What's the artist you've recently discovered that you're currently loving?
Janelle Monáe.
I wouldn't say it's super recent, but No Name.
Yeah, so I really love October London because he's meant to have like a Marvin Gaye vibe, and he does. He's absolutely amazing. I highly recommend Back to Your Place, October London. Love him.
Terrace Martin. I feel like I'm so late to that. So bad, but he's amazing. A genius.
For you, Fireboy, innit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know about Fireboy until recently. Loving Fireboy now.
I'll probably say Kells. He doesn't have a lot of songs, but I like him, Kells, and maybe Fable. Was it Fable? The Phabo, like the selection guy. Like, he's kind of cool.
Yaya B. I don't know where she's from. I feel like maybe New York, but she's phenomenal. I really like her style. And then there is...
It's not easy to find good music nowadays, I feel like.
Yeah.
So if there's a sound or a vibe, especially a voice, I'll go digging.
Oh, I meant Domi. Oh, it's different people. So there's a song called Pilot by Snoop Dogg, Busta, Domi, JD Beck, Anderson .Paak. That's the song I meant.
They're not like new, but they're like Toronto artists, so I don't know if like everybody knows them. So John Vinyl,
Okay, it's fire.
one of my favorites.
Okay,
like,
Toronto is good.
yeah,
Yeah.
like real R&B, and then Jive.
Jive.
Yeah,
Toronto?
yeah, fire R&B.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, if we're talking about Toronto artists, then you got to talk about Adria. Adria Kane.
I don't know if I know Adrian King.
Ooh, Adria is super fire.
Interesting.
Yes.
What album can you play from start to finish, no skips?
Forest Hill Drive by J. Cole, 100%. Every single song is so good. Could also recite the whole album.
Confessions by Usher. Emancipation of Mimi by Mariah Carey. I
Ditto.
love that song.
Ditto.
And the album. Goodies by Sierra. Back to back, love that.
Ditto. I do love some Drake. Drake's Nothing Was the Same. It's
Yeah,
probably one of
again,
my favorite.
period. That's
I
a good
love
one.
that. Sam Smith's album. The one that has
Oh, Latch.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Start to finish.
Yeah. Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday,
Yeah,
period.
that was a good
Top to bottom.
Well, Beyonce was one. We've been listening to the new Breezy. Actually, a lot of Breezys like that, cover to cover.
There's so many. But I'll say 2014 Forest Hills Drive by J. Cole.
John B. or Donnell Jones?
Say what? Donnell for me.
Same.
What was the soundtrack of your college or uni years?
I listened to a lot of soca music that time. I
Yeah.
did a lot of carnival.
Yeah.
I was very into the soca world. I was outside.
Yeah, we period.
Bossa Nova. I'm not really good at studying with words like music that has lyrics in English specifically, or Spanish. I speak Spanish as well. So I found that I would get really distracted when I would listen to music like that. And then I know that, they say classical is, really great for studying, but it would just make me fall asleep. I just didn't find that it was engaging for studying per se. So I started listening to Bossa Nova. I started researching Brazil, I would say, about my senior year of high school. And I don't know, I just really fell in love with Brazil and the food from Brazil, the people, the culture, and everything like that. And so then I started listening to Bossa Nova, which is a style of jazz with a lot of different influences that's from Brazil. And I just found that it was so light, but still so rhythmic and upbeat that I could study to it. And that's what I listened to.
It'll probably be a song off of Kush and Orange Juice. I just moved to the States from France. So I remember like specifically like that mixtape was like super popping in college.
Whatever Tiger's
I love Tiger. I'm
album
not
that
gonna lie, I do love
had
Tiger.
Make It Nasty, Rack City on was this. I had a whole party theme, like stripper themes of Make It Nasty.
I listened to old school music all the time, so I didn't have like something that was like current that I listened to. So I would say like Foxy Brown.
Jeez.
Well, nothing was the same for me. I think that's why I like it. And also too, Drake toured, he did a tour with that album, and I remember going to a concert, it was front row, and he sang to me the whole time. But yeah. So it was, I think I would say that album was definitely on repeat for me
This
for
is
a
gonna
couple years.
sound wild.
I love J. Cole. I feel like J. Cole, like that's my guy.
College girls love J. Cole. Like, let me tell you, I still remember, because that's when Twitter was like a thing, right? Like around like 2009, 2010. Everybody loved J. Cole, especially college girls.
Yeah.
You Need to Be Honest was when I finally learned about Afrobeats.
This might have been a bit before college though, because this is when I was in like my grime bag. You know what I mean? Grime, UK rap, so obviously So Solid. You know what I mean? Nasty Crew, Roll Deep. Like I was like heavy into grime. So anything they did, 21 Seconds, Lethal Bizzle, Pow. You know what I mean? Like, I think I was 15, 16 around those times. I wasn't really listening to anything other than grime music. So those, Wiley, if you know about Wiley, you know, like Wiley, DWE, Kano, you know, these are like my guys as growing up into like my teenage years. I even tried MCing for a bit. I forgot what my MC name was, you know, but I remember being in school. Wait, what's my MC name? I don't know, something basic. MC Me or something, double M, they called me or something like that. Yeah, but I remember being in school writing like lyrics and bars, you know, because I was inspired by those MCs that I mentioned. So I tried that for a few years, then I stopped to realize I wasn't that good, you know what I mean? but yeah, so those MCs, those crews, like I said, So Solid, Nasty Crew, Roll Deep.
Just for the people that might not know what grime is, how would you describe grime?
Yeah, it's a good question. Grime inspired a lot of like our UK current music. You know, they're probably like the godfathers of UK rap, drill music, you know, people like Getz and Wiley, these people just representing London, the streets, the road. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you were, you know, a teenager and you were on the road hanging out with your friends or at school, they were individuals that we could relate to. You know, you kind of just felt like they could be one of your boys. Do you know what I mean? And in London, because London's big but small, so you have a friend who knows maybe one of these MCs, and that was very relatable. Definitely inspired me a lot. And I think London specifically, you know, grime, you know, was born in London. Do you know what I mean? And I think, as I said, you know, a lot of genres have kind of expanded from grime. Grime probably doesn't get its like flowers now, as I'd say. But if you know about music and learn about London, you know grime has a big place in London's history.
J Hus or Dave?
Dave, to me, anyway. Dave's just more of a cleaner rapper for me in terms of just like his lyrics. I think J Hus has a bigger impact on the culture, UK culture, definitely. But for actual artistry, I'd say Dave.
What song or artist warms your soul?
Warms my soul? Ella Fitzgerald.
What song makes you think of an ex?
No, you go first.
No, you go first.
Good
I don't want to think about that.
Man, I erased them out of my mind.
I don't know why it reminds me of an ex, because it actually, like, when I think of the words, it actually is not related. But Trey Songz had a song called Already Taken. And I remember I was going through a heartbreak, and I don't know why I had that on repeat. So that's one of them.
I don't know. I don't really think of exes.
I have no song that reminds me of an ex.
The latest song that I can't listen to now, and I used to love the song when it came out, and it's a recent song too. It's No Allegra, Be My Summer.
Oh.
I used to love that song, but I'm
blanking so hard. Oh, okay, hold on. It's coming now. I'm seeing a car. Let's Stay Together by Al Green.
Case.
Yeah.
Case? Oh, yeah, Faded Pictures.
Yeah.
Is it Faded Pictures? Yeah.
That one.
Dum 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 dum
Yeah.
dum
Yeah.
dum dum dum.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I take it back. Do you know what? I had this song in my mind for something else, but I love Tynesha Kelly. I Wish You Loved Me. Oh my god. So my ex-boyfriend shit on me.
What's a song that is a guilty pleasure?
Guilty pleasure. For me, Backstreet Boys, Backstreet's Back. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. When that comes on,
Yeah.
I'm gassed.
Okay, it's 7 p.m. on a Friday night. It's been a stressful week and you're chilling indoors. What are you playing?
Freddie Gibbs.
What?
She said Freddie Gibbs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Honestly, like, I will party at home by myself. I'll listen to gang signs. Like, that's
Okay.
Okay, so I have a soft and sexy playlist. So probably some choices from there. In it, I've got, there's Masego, of course, The Internet, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu.
I've been into 70s music lately. So I'll probably listen to any song off of Trouble Man of Marvin Gaye's album. That album is...
Some Kirby, Sir, D-Smoke, anything like that. And then, maybe I'll switch it up. Some salsa, some soca, depending on like how I want the night to feel.
It's almost like an instrumental like album. He doesn't really sing too much on it, but if I want to chill and smoke a fat blunt, yeah, Trouble Man.
What song makes you think of your mom and dad?
Oh, my mom, so many songs. I would say Hotel California by the Eagles. She absolutely loved Don't Cry For Me, Argentina by Madonna from the Evita soundtrack. And then anything from Greece.
So my parents, we listened to a lot of soft rock growing up. I feel like all of like the early 2000s soft rock. When I do road trips now, that is what I play, because as a family, when we would do road trips, we would play, hold on, I have names like Coldplay, we would play.
That's so cool. That's cute.
Maroon 5, Vanessa Carlton, like those types of songs. And it's just honestly so nostalgic. So now as an adult, when I go on road trips, I play those songs because it just brings me back to when I sat in the back seat and was just singing our hearts out.
In your opinion, what is the greatest R&B song of all time?
Whoa.
What? That's a big question. Oh,
What the hell?
I feel like you'd probably be on the same page. Whitney Houston, I Have Nothing. That's like a banger. That one always, there's like 100 of them easily, but that one's always like when that comes on, we're belting it out like again.
Yeah, that's R&B, innit? We need R&B.
So you're making me sweat. Of all time? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's the lyrics, it's the melody, everything about her voice.
You can't go wrong with Whitney.
I can say one song that'll get everybody in the room singing is Fantasia, When I See You. I feel like everybody will sing that song down.
Okay, there's no right answer, but I have to say Triggered Freestyle by Janae Aiko is, I just feel so raw.
Tevin Campbell, Can We Talk?
Can we talk for a minute? I don't know if it's the greatest R&B song of all time, but I guess people sing it,
Yeah, for real.
I don't know about all time.
That's so difficult to do.
Yeah.
Blasphemy for you even asking that question. Because what?
Finally, what is a character defining album for you?
Oh my God. The debut Destiny's Child album, I asked for that when I was 4. 1999, I got that album in my hands. The biggest Destiny's Child fan. The Writings on the Wall, Destiny Fulfilled, those 3 specifically really changed my life. I feel like it was 1. Oops, well, those. And then I have to say Music of the Sun by Rihanna, because she is the first, huge artist to come out of Barbados. And I remember when she came on the Kelly Ripa and Regis show, and my grandma called me over and she was like, they say there's a girl from Barbados. I'm like, what are you talking about? She says, and her name's like yours. I'm like, what are you talking about? I ran over, I saw her, and I was floored because I'm like, this is America. This is Kelly and Regis. This is a huge deal. And she performed Pon the Replay. And then when I went back to Barbados, I started asking around, and I found out that one of my mom's friends grew up on the same street as her. And at the time, she was still back in Barbados really often. So I wondered if I could meet her. I didn't get to meet her, but he said he could get me an album, the debut album signed by her. I was like, okay. And I got it. And now, in retrospect, it's like, that's so crazy. But I feel like, it's definitely one of the defining albums of my life. All 5 of those.
Finally, whose boy was it? Brandy or Monkeys?
None of them. It was nobody's man.
Yeah, it was no one.
Because if you had to fight for him, going back and forth, he was for the streets. He was for the streets. He was street property. Because they're going back and forth. He's my nachos. Like, girl, he's not yours either. Mm-mm.
Done?
Yeah.
Jeez, that was make it easy.
Not bad.
Yeah.
That was so much fun, guys. I love stuff like that.
If you could listen to one artist for an entire year, who would it be?
That's a good question.